I think that anybody that's on social media and you have a big following, you do have a duty. A duty to be honest and to be real.
It was only one night. How you catching feelings for me right away? I thought we agreed to keep it light. Met you at the club and now you wanted me to stay.
What's up? It's me, Trino.
And my name's Adam.
And today, welcome. Today we're going to chat and it's going to be about mental health. Something that we all can struggle with. But we're going to talk about our experiences. I feel like, I think that it was like last week we had a situation that happened with Twitch. He's the DJ, the DJ on Allen, right? And I'm pretty sure everybody heard about it. He's a dancer. He was so you think he dance. As he came out on movies, it was horrible, man. He has 3 kids, a wife. The wife's also a dancer. And they were huge on TikTok, on Instagram. They were like basically a personality, but it wasn't just him by himself. It was like the whole family. So. It's huge. So obviously nobody knew. Everybody that's been talking about him is the fact that he's been such a light, that he seems so happy. He uplifted people. The wife was saying he was like the backbone of the family, but here he does and commits suicide. It's like, damn, this is why I feel like sometimes social media can be so toxic because, whoever was behind him, if it was his family, management that were making him not really speak about how he felt, or maybe he just himself, he didn't want to tell people, show this side of him. But that's a beautiful thing about us, like as humans, that we do have a side of us, like for them to see the good and the bad. And I feel like he had a duty to show people that, hey, a lot of the dancers want to be in his level, and here he was, not showing that side of maybe him being depressed, not feeling good, or a lot of pressure, or whatever.
Especially in the dance community, because I feel like there's a lot of a sadness and fucking disappointment and a lot of that comes along with that area. I mean, especially if you're like shooting for the stars and you never make it there. It's like it could be disappointing. You could feel like a failure, especially when you leave family and you do this to try to like go on after that dream. And it's like, especially in that area, I feel like it would have been something powerful.
It would have been.
So many people looked up to him.
It was needed. You know what? And I feel like everybody's reminding, being. How do you say? They're thinking of him. Fuck, I was trying to use like a perfect word. They're thinking of him in a beautiful light, and like they should. But let's not forget what he did, and let's put light into what he did. That a lot of people have that situation that they thought about committing suicide, but they're leaving people. He left, and here he was with his wife and his children. He fucked his kids over. I mean, what do you guys think about that? You know what I mean? What do you like? I feel like
especially. I mean, I feel like in situations like that, you could do so many great things, and you could be all these accomplishments and all that. But the last thing you leave with people is that you took your own life. You know what I mean? It's like everyone forgets all the greatness. Sometimes. I mean, of course, you always want to remember that, but that's the last memory. Going to his funeral, it's gonna be like he did this.
Yeah. And you know what? I know a lot of people are like, why are you even talking about it? It's not your place or whatever it is. But this is what he did.
The reality of the situation.
And it sucks, man. It doesn't make him a bad person. In my opinion, I feel like if somebody that I love did that, I would be extremely upset. And he will scar me, or anybody. Like it will make me feel like I wasn't good enough. You didn't feel that comfortable to tell me this. Like you were not. What else were you hiding from me? You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you're in a relationship, it's about honesty. So what do you guys think about that, man? I don't want to keep talking about your situation because that's
just the one of the many.
Yeah, to me it's mental health. You know what I'm saying? I think it's meant to, like, for example, I feel like it's meant. You know what I mean? I think that
I just feel like in that kind of situation, to be honest, I don't feel like I struggle with that type of stuff. I don't feel depressed. I mean, I like everybody in life, we're always gonna have a sad day, or always gonna just not feeling our best. But to say that I've ever had thoughts of just taking my own life, or to me, that scares me. That scares me even just dying, going and getting in a car accident. So let alone take my own life. I would feel like if something was happening to me now, like just in general, I would feel like I'm not ready to go. I would feel like there's so many things left undone, and I will be that scares me. That's miserableness. That's sadness to me. You know what I mean?
So definitely hearing subjects about people, especially like celebrities. Like, again, I don't want to keep hitting up his Twitch because he's not the first one. Like Robin Williams is another example. I feel like he was.
And then what's that YouTube girl?
Oh yeah, there was another YouTube girl, Nikki. Was it Nikki? It's this one right here.
I'm addicted to twerking.
She's so funny. Sometimes you feel like she just kind of gave me, like, she was so free and she was so honest, but she wasn't. It was like a mask she put on, and I hope that, like, I guess we're just doing this because I feel like it opened things up. To me, I like to be really honest. You know what I mean? I put myself on social media and I like to laugh and be. But if you're around me, I'm an open book, man. I like to be really raw and honest how I feel. Adam is probably exhausted because I like to express myself a lot. But I feel like I was trying to say earlier, as men, I feel that sometimes we feel that, especially different cultures, us as Mexican men, even though we're two Mexican men, you come from different background. That, you know, for me, it was growing up. Depression was never like a thing. Or if you feel down, it's like, really, why are you sad? You don't pay bills. You know, you don't have responsibilities. And it was so fucked up for our parents to do that. But that's how they grew up. You know. You know, I think that when you're not feeling beautiful, you're not feeling handsome, that can make you feel bummish, and it kind of kicks into almost depression. Some people have it really severe, so I think that depression is something that you don't ignore. But I think that you know, going back to what I was trying to say, like with me, you know, when I was younger, that wasn't really allowed, so I grew up to almost kind of not allow myself to feel, you know, it almost like, and if I was like, I'm feeling a little bit depressed, I almost feel embarrassed saying that, you know, I feel stupid saying that. Like it makes you feel like less of a man, less of a man. When I feel like, you know what, it's okay for some like men to say they don't feel good, and for
or even to cry.
Cry. You know what I'm saying? I think that is something that I'm learning within myself, and I think that I'm not afraid of it. But almost naturally, it's like I'm more like an inner cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm crying right now. No, seriously.
And you know what? Even for the fact that I feel like, you know what, I'm never gonna say that I understand. Like I said already, you know, I don't understand that. But I could only imagine, and I could never really speak like, oh, that's the coward way out. I could never say that because we don't know what they go through, you know? It was Rosie O'Donnell, I think. She spoke on it because she was Twitch's friend, you know?
Oh,
she
Rosie?
spoke, yeah, Rosie.
Or Alan?
Rosie.
What did she say?
She was saying that she's had opportunities to meet. I can't say they're best friends, but I mean, she knew of him, you know? They know each other. And she was just saying, like, nobody knows. I guess she deals with stuff like that, too.
Yeah, she's been really open about stuff like that.
And she says, nobody knows, like, how it feels, she says. So people say, oh, this and that. People are saying things. Like, don't dirty his name, you know? But, I mean, I feel like we're just speaking... Like, there's so many people speaking great stuff about him, you know? But it was just so real. It kind of opened my eyes to, like... You know what? I don't know what it's like to go through and feel that way he felt, you know?
The man was obviously struggling with mental illness and the demons that haunt so many of us, because I know how dark it gets and I know how bad it could be, and it can make you forget that you have children who need you, that you have friends who would mourn you forever, that you have siblings who wouldn't survive. You know, you forget those things in the throes of depression. And my heart breaks for him and for his family. It's life and death that people struggle with every fucking day. Every day. And it's impossible for some to get through it. And you have to meet them with compassion and understanding. For those who can't do it, like Twitch, forgive them in peace. Forgive them. Please.
So I don't really want to go too deep with it, because I feel like I would never understand that life.
A lot of people has been touched by him because they've been around him, they work with him, they've been friends. The dance community is really small, so they know each other. But you know what? This is just the truth. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing of Twitch because my daughter's a dancer, so we are in the dance, you know, community as dance parents or just knowing. But you know what? I bet he's an amazing man, but he was hiding something. And listen, like if he didn't want to speak about it, we should be able to not ignore him. He left his family here. His family was not good enough for him to fight. His depression was beating to him. He didn't tell. Maybe the wife didn't know. Whatever it was, like let's not ignore that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not about bashing him. It's about speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? What was behind closed doors? Like that's some deep shit, man. And people want to not speak about it because you're dirtying his name. It's like he committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? He like.
So there was a.
But this is the thing, though. This is what I'm saying. Like. He thought that he went to a hotel and he shot himself. Simple as that. And what he thought that they were not gonna find him, like he knew doing it I'm gonna fuck up my parents, my family, my kids, everybody. Like it wasn't like he was he shot himself and then buried himself so nobody was finding him.
I think like
I know it sounds so horrible, but it's the truth.
I
man.
think that in that situation you're not thinking about anything else but just ending your own pain, not realizing the pain you're gonna cause so many people that loved you, you know. And I think that's it at the end of the day. I feel like you don't really see that. It's like you have like just tunnel vision, you know, where you just seeing the end and it needs to end because you just can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's very horrible. And,
what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something about a friend one?
Oh yeah, like you have a friend that he knew from back in the day, you know, and he took his life the same way, you know, and it's just sad.
We spoke
like,
about it too, like a last video.
Going to his funeral, it's like, you know, like how do you go to someone's funeral like that, knowing the situation?
It's
like,
so different.
So hard. It's not like you die in a car accident or
it's
not like, you know, like even, I mean, at the end of the day, even it's the same as being like doing drugs, you know, you did that to yourself, you know.
It was like a slowly process, like you kind of expected. You saw,
or
like,
even overdosing, like even if you just the first time trying it and you do fentanyl or something.
That's a good point that you did because Adam was in drugs for a long time, and I was very open about it. So I'm not like outing you or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, and I always admire the way you are, probably because I feel like you live with it, you're not hiding it. You live it with such a powerful thing, like it's in front of you. It don't define you. It was your past, and it was what it was. And you just never really been the type to victimize yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So my past definitely haunts me on a daily. It haunts me, and it's something that I almost struggle with. It almost like creeps up a little bit, especially when I weaken my mind a little bit with certain things. So basically, this video is just to remind people, like, you know, the whole social media is like an illusion. You know, we know of it, but this just should be a reminder that whoever you're following, they're not giving you all of it, you know? We're just not gonna do it, you know? But I think that anybody that's on social media and you have a big following, you do have a duty to be honest and to be real, you know, especially if you're just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like they just had like I don't know.
so there's, I actually wanted to do this video, and I wanted my nephew, he makes music, and there's a song that he made, and it's called That's Life. I think it's called That's Life. But I wanted us to react to it because he's never really heard it. And just the other day, like, I was kind of listening to a little bit of it, and I was like, oh my God, it's just this song, like, I really like stopped it because to me it was a vibe, you know? And sometimes I can hear music, and to me it's just a vibe. It's about life, you know, like life happening. And
but he's going deep in it.
Yeah, it's going deep, and I'm actually gonna put a clip.
Everybody goes through difficulty in their life. Everybody struggles different. A lot of people living lives on IG, posting nothing but smiles, but they be miserable. All fun and games in the pics, but in their feelings low. When you need somebody, but there ain't no one around. Those be all the hardest days and coldest nights when you ain't found a reason to smile, cause you've been battling some things. Depression, anxiety, loneliness, it causes pain. I know sometimes it feel like you the only one battling. Smile in their face and say you good when they ask how you been. Keep your chin up, yeah, don't ever let up. Be grateful for all you got right now and count your blessings. We all human, yeah, we all go through it. But I learned that happiness is a choice. Make sure you choose it, cause life ain't picture perfect. We all go through things, you know that. Life won't come with battles, knock you down, it can get so bad. Everybody struggling and be wondering where the hope at. Gotta keep on pushing, better days are in the forecast. Life, yeah.
It just was like perfect timing for
So when you heard it, it kind of clicked. The thing is, when we heard the news, when I hear the news about suicide, like, you know, like I was trying to say, like the actor Robin Williams, you would never thought that. You would never thought that just because, like, he just seemed so happy. He was older, like he was just like, why? And then like when you hear the death of like Amy Winehouse, you know, you saw it, you can see it in her body. She was performing, she was a mess. It sucks. We're hoping that she could get it together, but it's weird how we just kind of saw it happening. Whitney Houston, you know, we're hoping that it didn't happen, but it's like when she did happen, it was like we always kind of like saw it coming, you know. So it's really, really sucks when you see it. So let's just take care of ourselves. Be honest with the people around you. We don't have to be on social media. You know what I'm saying? I think it's about just being real, because even social media starts making you believe that you have to have an illusion even in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever's around me, I'm gonna be raw. I'm gonna be open, and I'm not gonna fake it, because at the end of the day, this is where I live. and I have to be real. You know what I'm saying? So.
And you know, they always say like for you to check on your friends, even the ones that are the happiest. You know, it's like because everybody's going through something that nobody knows about. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And I feel like, but also if you're one of those people that friends are checking up on, be honest with them. You know, be honest with them, and if you need the help, ask for it. Because to me, it's better for you to ask for help and look like you're not the strongest, and you do need people around because we all need people. But for you to do that and know and to leave people with like they failed you, like, what could I have done different? You know, what could I have done for them? You know, give them the opportunity to do that for you. I mean, because I feel like everybody's needed in this world. You know,
Exactly.
And we all have a purpose, and we all have a story, and we all can. Maybe just us saying our life story could help somebody else out, you know?
And I think that we, you know, the honest truth, we don't have no notes or nothing, so we're just really talking. If you guys want like a different type of video, like with a certain topic, because we're everywhere, I think it's more of just like the topic of like mental health, but like also being honest with yourself, and you know, I don't know. I feel like it's just a conversation at this fucking point. We're working right now. It's midnight, but we wanted to give a chat, and hopefully we're just chatting. We're gonna do a little more videos like this. I don't know what we're gonna call it. We're gonna do
call it late night chats, like we used to.
Yeah, late night chats, man. And we just talk about it right here. Maybe we're not going super deep on mental health, but basically it's just being honest with yourself, and don't get caught up on trying to have an illusion, because then you catch yourself digging a hole you don't even think you're digging, and then you can't even get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to know more, you know, I will go deeper more in, you know, mental health for me or my background even now, and Adam too, you know, because Adam has his story too, even though you, like you said, you don't really struggle with like that, but you could have been in that situation now. You being in drugs for so many years, living that lifestyle of like a daily. It wasn't just, Adam was not just doing drugs like, oh, no, he was living it. You know, he was literally like, that was his lifestyle. You know, anybody that knows him, well, that's what he was known for. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so we're going to end it right here, man. Thank you guys for listening, and we're here for you guys, man. Just the way you guys are here for us. A lot of the comments that you see, like, it makes us smile, man. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that you guys vibe us, the fact that you guys keep just vibing with us and embracing us, we embrace you guys too, man. So yeah, let's keep chatting, and let's chop it up. Let's get, you know, go on the comments and share this, man, because I feel like it's about, like, I feel like I'm a regular motherfucker, man. I just, like I said, I just came out of work. You know what I mean? We're servers, so we serve and at the end of the day, but we do this because I feel like everybody has a voice. If you have a voice, you jump on Instagram, you jump on TikTok and utilize that shit. So for me, that's what it makes me feel amazing to be able to be here. And if I like to react to music and I like to vlog, I feel like naturally we all have a duty to be able to voice our story. You know what I mean? It's powerful, man. It's powerful. So yeah, well, thank you for chilling with us. Yeah, I can go on and on, let me tell you. But comment below, share this, man. If we see more likes, then I feel like, okay, like, we'll do this then, you know. But if not, we're gonna keep doing it. All right, well, sending you guys nothing but love and good vibes, man. And don't get caught up on the, you know, the news can be so toxic, man. So stay above it. It's, you know, it's almost Christmas, and it's time for us to celebrate and just enjoy our loved ones and ourselves. All right, happy holidays. Bye.